Going to college is a great step to take in life. Many have family to relate to, but some don't. How does this affect first generation college students? Let's hear what Banu has to say about it.
So what I found most difficult when attending college was I had no guidance whatsoever. I initially went to Grove School of Engineering at City College, and I went there for 3 years, and those 3 years were very challenging for me because I honestly didn't know how to pick my classes, especially the first year of college, and like advisement-wise, my advisors were not that helpful. Yes, they were there for me when I needed them, but not fully, I guess. And so I know for 3 years I've dealt with stress, depression, because my aim was to finish engineering and make my parents happy and myself happy. But at the end of the day, I realized it wasn't for me, and so I transferred to SUNY Old Westbury to major in media and communications and to follow my passion. No, I just love education. I think not everyone's given an equal opportunity, because back home in Sri Lanka, a lot of kids, they don't get education. So and there's a lot of struggle. And so because I moved to the United States with my family, it was kind of like a gift from God that I was able to get the education that not a lot of people have access to back home.
Banu is one of millions of first generation college students to understand the struggle. She's not alone. I also have a similar experience.
I grew up in Queens, New York. I moved here to Long Island very recently. My parents are Sicilian Italian immigrants, and they did not go to college. So this is I am the first in my family to go to college. I went to Nassau Community College before I transferred here to SUNY Old Westbury. I think navigating alone with no guidance from parents was very hard, because I wasn't able to relate to the experience that most kids have with their parents who went away or just in general went to college. So I kind of had to teach myself in many ways. My parents own a bakery business. I'm not a big fan of it, so I figured I'd rather go to school. I'm happy to pursue my media and communications career. We'll see where it takes me.
Being a first generation college student has its obstacles, but as long as you seek help from faculty, there's no stopping you. Here's what Assistant Dean Christina Notaro has to say about it.
Based on student surveys, we think maybe 30%, maybe even a little bit higher, of our undergraduates are first generation or first in their family. The national average is about 25%. So about 25% of undergraduates in the United States are first generation to go to college. College does many things to support students. So it's important to note that every student has their own individual experience, but first generation students usually have some patterns of academic or social challenges that they share. And the reason this is a concern, just to segue a little, is that all these issues tend to pull down their persistence in college or their completing of their degree. So the college offers same supports to all students, but some of these would particularly benefit first gen. So we offer academic support services to all students, like tutoring service or the writing center, which I'm sure you're familiar with. We offer mentoring services. We offer all sorts of student support in terms of counseling or career services. So these types of services, if utilized by first generation students, would be helpful to them as well.